Yankee, in Bookbuzz we use the idiom of the boiling frog, and we wrote an article about that. Talk to me a little bit about it.
Okay. The article is actually about your inner boiling frog. The boiling frog phenomenon is quite well known to school kids especially, because some of them like doing this. Basically, you put a frog in a saucepan and you start heating the saucepan. And you watch the water get hotter and hotter. The frog is very happy. Is swimming around in the water. Trouble is, of course, just at the point when the water reaches boiling, the frog dies.
Did you do it as a child?
No, I didn't, but I've seen it done. I was probably too squeamish, but so that's what. Now, what's the idiom? Of course, the idiom is that you can be cushioned from reality, and you think everything is okay, without realizing that things are actually coming to a head. At the point at which you realize they've come to a head, you need to do something. It's too late because you may have died in the saucepan. And of course, for business, we have exactly the same thing. There are businesses that are going around their business, doing what they've always done, thinking that they're okay, and they're not okay, but they don't know it till it's too late. This is the backdrop to the whole Bookbuzz insistence that the main, most important way of avoiding death by comfort in boiling, in water that's rapidly boiling, is that the people at the top of a company, any company, who have basically two roles. The obvious role, the one that we all know, is they've got to look after the day-to-day. They've got to look after performance. They've got to meet deadlines. But people at the top of a company have got another very important role, which is not really something that they're as aware of as they should be, and that is what's going to happen tomorrow. Not today, not today's deadlines. Where's the company going? Where will we be in a year's time? And are we ready to react to what the market is going to be in a month, in a year, in 5 years' time? And how do you prepare for that? You prepare for that by being aware of trends, by being exposed to new ideas, by opening up your head a little and thinking maybe the unthinkable. Now, there are two reasons why they're not doing that. One of them is they don't believe that they can do this on their own. But if you want to get help in this, and the obvious place to go is the avalanche of business books that are coming up, they say, sorry, I can't do that, I don't have time to read. Now, in Bookbuzz, we believe them. No one is lying when they say no time to read. But on the other hand, they're not being exposed to new thinking, they're not being exposed to new ideas, and so they are very much in danger of the boiling frog phenomenon. So what we do in Bookbuzz is we say, okay, you don't have time to read a whole book, just read a few pages. We'll tell you which pages. We bring you into a room and we facilitate a conversation, a discussion around those few pages that you did read. It's not a test, there's nothing to be written, there's nothing to be memorized, but it acts as a launch pad, as a platform for a conversation. And all of a sudden, the people who should be thinking about tomorrow are talking about tomorrow. Once they're talking about tomorrow, their minds are opening, and we believe that this is the right thing to do, it's the best thing to do, and if you don't do it, if the people at the top are neglecting this conversation about new ideas about tomorrow, there is a danger that they will end up like the boiling frog.